Welcome to True Love Aviary again. I wanted to show you guys how we set up our budgie slash parakeet cage. Now budgie is what the world calls them, and we here in America call them parakeets. Now let me introduce you to my parakeets first of all. Alright, that green, American green budgie back there is pigwidgeon, and this blue dilute or lacewing, we're not exactly sure which one, but this is my little girl Hedwig, and they're both very friendly and they like each other a lot. Now, let me show you what the retail pet store says is an appropriate size cage for one budgie. In fact, they'll give you some budgie deals with this. And this is ridiculous, okay? This is like a 12 by 14 cage, and this is way too small for permanent living. I mean, this is the size cage we use for travel. I mean, even if it's a short distance or long distance, I mean, we don't keep our birds in here. We use them to take them to the vet. And this is not an appropriate size cage. In fact, if you try to put one or even two in there, you're going to end up with a pretty bad situation. They're going to be unhappy and they're going to probably fight. Now, if you're going to have one budgie, we recommend a cage 18 by 18 or larger, minimum 18 by 18. And we actually got this cage when we got Pigwidgeon. Pigwidgeon came with this cage. And when we got Hedwig, they stayed in this cage for a little while, but it was a little bit stressful on them because it's not a very big cage for two budgies. So then we upgraded to this wonderful, huge cage. Now this is what we have our breeders in as well. Now let me just show you an example of what we got in there, okay? I'm gonna open the door here. Hedwig may decide to come out. There's our bird eye view, actually more like our groundhog eye view. But let me show you what we've got. We've got several different perches. Now you want different perches in there so that you don't create any feet problems with your birds. And we love these rope perches because these rope perches are very good for grip. Now you don't want to do any perches that are basically larger than a 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch at most. These are about 1/2 inch size perches, and that's a fur perch back there with a little cozy, and they like to sleep on that perch sometimes, and that's why we have the cozy. Then we have a manzanita perch. Now I recommend a manzanita or a java, something kind of fun, and it's kind of all, you know, branchy and fun. Then we also have back over there in the back corner, that pink one is a bee pollen one. Now I watched Pigwidgeon earlier, and he was just chewing on that thing. It tastes good. Then we have a swing. Now you just saw Hedwig come on that swing. Hey Hedwig! Hedwig likes to come out, so we're gonna let her come out. Pigwidgeon is a little bit more of a cage body. But anyway, back here we've got a cholla wood. Now this is a little bit thicker, but because of the holes it's okay because they can grip it very well. Now let me show you their food sources. Now we have two food sources in here because we have two birds and we don't want to create any bickering. So we have this one big bowl and we have another little bowl back there, and that's just something that they can either split up or they can share. It just depends. So let me show you the toys. Now budgies do love toys, and that's an awesome thing. We've got these ring toys, and then we've got my homemade toy right there. You can see that right there. They love that. They preen the hemp out of that a lot. And then we have some shreddable type stuff. They love to shred, so we have that, and we have some finger traps kind of pushed in the bar there. And then let me show you this. They've got a tent back here. Now a lot of people are under the impression that budgies hate tents, but I've seen both of them in there today. In fact, I took pictures of them both in there today while they were outside getting some vitamin D3 from sunlight. So it's pretty awesome. Now in the bottom of the cage we use paper towels. We do not recommend corn cob. That is pretty dangerous because it can create mold spores or spores that can come up, bacterial, all that kind of stuff. You don't want to use corn cob. So paper towels or you know, something of that nature is a good thing to use in the bottom of your cage. So anyway, this is what we got. This is what we recommend. At least this is for two budgies, and then something about this size or bigger for one budgie. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to email us at trueloveaviary@gmail.com.